Hey, muddle workers, this is your buddy Gen24 coming at you from the road. Driving down the road, it's just me right now, so it's probably going to be a nice, quick little podcast. Talk about a few things that's going on, what's happening, and just make sure you don't forget our voice because it's been a while. All right, so what's been going on? A lot of nothing. That's what's been going on. Uh, Rut kind of went away after the divorce. Haven't got back in the rut. Sadly, part of my rut was actually recording the podcast because I'd come home, I would record the podcast, and we'd upload it. Simple as that. And we kind of need to get into back into the rut. Sorry about that. Car had to get over to the side of the road, had its four ways on. Not entirely sure. That's what you get for riding with the gin. Craziness. Absolute craziness. So, we're trying to get back into a rut. Yeji and I were talking about this, about wanting to get recording, and I'm sure Jim's going to want to hop in. Just everyone got busy with a life all at the same time. Peter's going through some shit. Yeji is. I did. And we just kind of lost track. I would say lost track of the priorities, but honestly, we love you guys and we love doing it. But the podcast isn't exactly priority. It's, living life is priority. And I think that's what some of us had to do was live life. And, it's time. I've been to Adepticon, I've been to ReaperCon. I need to get back into the miniature mindset. I did pick up some brushes at ReaperCon. I think I touched on this on a post ReaperCon podcast with Peter. I picked up some Artis Opus brushes. I got them packed away, ready for some painting. Packed away because ReaperCon T minus 2 days. Yeah. We got a 1,100-mile trip to drive down there. I ended up renting a car for better fuel economy. Plus, I didn't want to put the miles on my car. So everything kind of works out like that and packed away. I got this new monument bag slash creature caster bag. Uh, if y'all weren't tracking, Monument is a company that was formerly known as Sloth Youth, and Monument and Creature Caster kind of merged their businesses together. So now instead of just offering miniatures or just paintbrushes and paints, they have a full line of everything. So I picked up one of their painting bags. It was $60. I grabbed one of the limited edition purple bags. My girlfriend ended up picking up a limited edition blue bag, and I'm not sure if they had those colorways available still. If not, they're typically black and like a tannish green color. I have some pictures I'm going to be posting soon. I'm going to do a quick and nasty, dirty video review probably later today. So you should be getting a double whammy of good info. But so far, I'm impressed with the bag. I'll go over more of the features in the video, but it has a space to hold 48 paints. It actually has a built-in brush holder, which I was really impressed with. That was really nice. Then it has like a 4-inch pluck foam. It might be a 3-inch. I'm a guy. I have a hard time judging, 3, 4, 6 inches. Everything's a foot. But yeah, it's a really neat place. I'm going to turn it into the pluck foam. I'm going to have it where I have tools in there. Then it's going to have a space for miniatures. I'll probably glue a metal plate in there so I can magnetize them and put them in there. Lots of good stuff. Really impressed. Like I said, I'll be doing a review here shortly, and so far I'm impressed. ReaperCon will be the kind of proving grounds for me to see how I like it. It is relatively small, so it is very transportable. So yeah, do I like it? First impressions, yes. Uh, Let me test it a little bit, and then I'll give you my final impressions on it, and I'll give you: is it worth the money to buy, or is it not worth the money to buy? Because I think that's the big question: is it worth the $60? Downside is if you don't make a minimum order, you do have to pay shipping, and the shipping is kind of expensive. So it's more of, is it worth like $75? Now, if you're planning to order a miniature from Creature Caster, they've got some gorgeous ones, or you want some brush or some of the slow fuse paints or the bomb wick brushes or the cleaning goop, then you can build a order up for a minimum order and you'll get free shipping. So there's ways to do it. Like I said, I ordered 2 bags, some brushes for the girlfriend, and a couple other things. Like I hit the $150 I think it was for free shipping, and got both of the bags. So decided to save a little bit of money that way and pick up some stuff that we needed anyways. And I love the purple that they used on this brush too, or on this bag as well. Because I'm a purple freak like that. It almost matches my hair. Actually, I wish my hair was this shade of purple. It's a little bit lighter. But anywho, so yeah, if you're gonna be at ReaperCon, give us a holler. You'll see me walking around. I'll be the dude with the bright purple hair, and I can't wait to see some of you guys and girls. I know one of our longtime podcast listeners is going to be there, and so it's going to be awesome to meet with him. Uh, the Wapples are both going to be there, and I can't wait to hang out with them as well. So yeah, really looking forward to ReaperCon. Even though I'm going to end up putting in like 2,300 miles in a single weekend, it will be worth it. Get off of a week of driving, hop in a car, drive, get back, drive. It is my life. What can I say? But yep, overall, really looking forward to seeing everyone. Looking forward to ReaperCon. I got some miniatures packed away, some super chibi stuff that I need to take off the sprue, assemble, clean up a little bit, and primer, and I'll be painting those down at ReaperCon. Plus, I might pick up some other stuff to paint. So it's all good. It's all gravy. Also got some other stuff, a couple small busts I've got packed away as well. Like I said, I'll take a picture here soon. Like currently in this bag, I've got a full set of Artist Opus brushes. I've got a razor knife. I've got a pair of clippers. I've got sanding pads. I have a palette. I have 3 miniatures in the upper compartment, and then I have one bust in the lower compartment. And none of the rest of the plucked foam has been pulled yet for tools. That's going to be coming soon. Files and razor knife and all of that good stuff. So yay! Pulling into Taco Bell real quick because got to feed the beast. Don't want me getting hangry. I've been doing a good job of watching my temper. Let's keep that up. All right, paused it for a second. Chalupa Craving Box has been acquired. So yes, feed the beast. Feed the beast. Now I just got to get back on the road. Getting ready to head out for my last flip of the week. Heading up to Vermont and Massachusetts one more time. As soon as I get back, I'll be picking up the rental car, and then we'll drive to Kentucky, pick Wes up, and then head down to Texas. So, yay! We already started putting our room reservation in for Adepticon as well. Sucks we didn't get the place that we wanted originally. It was sort of sold out. Hopefully, some rooms will actually open up and we'll be able to hop in there. It's the Embassy Suites is where we're staying. The other place, it's a little bit further away, so not horrible, and it is cheaper. But I really like the Embassy Suites. Their breakfast was the bomb, and the amenities there were pretty damn cool. So I kind of dug it. If you're at ReaperCon, I will be bringing at least a voice recorder, if not my laptop and mic. And I'm planning on setting up and doing a podcast from a ReaperCon. I meant to do it at Adepticon, but for those who were at Adepticon, uh, what happened was I think I caught food poisoning. Well, okay, first thing, I somehow messed my back up and I was in horrible pain like the last 3 days. And then on the second and last day, I ended up catching, I think, food poisoning as well. And so, like, the last day, I just wanted to go home. I was miserable, so I didn't get anything done. I actually was talking to people about interviewing them. And by the time I had gotten back to do the interviews, when I was supposed to do the interviews, I was in so much pain from my back, I couldn't stand. I literally I ended up going back to the room and just laying down. So hopefully this time around things are better. I'm not going to walk around as much. I do like the fact that it's a smaller thing. So I'll probably be over in the painting area. I'll set up a mic and probably just record us bullshitting and talking and upload it because yeah, I'll probably set the mic up between me and Jim, and then whoever else wants to pop in, we can also do like a little impromptu session. So there's definitely that. That's something I'm totally looking forward to as well. Yeah, so this is like the little on the road. Let me ramble a little bit and we'll talk about what's going on, things that have caught my attention. So far, the only Kickstarter I backed recently was the Shovel Knights. I did get a notification that one of my, damn, what was it? One of my Kickstarters was shipping really soon. And I'd actually forgotten completely about even ordering it. Was it the Ninja Turtles one that was produced by IDW and Cool Mini? Possibly. So, there's that. There's also stuff going on with Cool Mini, but I guess I can get into that at a later time. Like I said, I'm hungry and I don't want to go off on a tangent too badly about them. Just some of the stuff that's been going on recently, like their entire Adepticon presence was horrifically just bad, like just totally bad. I honestly don't know why they even came there. Then it's rumored that they were complaining that they didn't make any money there, but they didn't bring any product there other than their Song of Fire and Ice, which was cool. I like the game, and yes, we got a starter set with our swag bags, but I wanted stuff from their other games too. I'd actually started getting into some of their other stuff, and we didn't get crap for it. And it was kind of like, well, what the hell? Why is it that you brought and it wasn't even that much stuff for Song of Fire and Ice. They were running out of stuff real quick. There was no promo models. There was nothing really to pick up. And I'm like, why am I going to buy it in Chicago for 10% tax at full retail when I can go to my local gaming shop, save 10, 15%, and only pay 6 or 7% tax rate depending on what state I buy it in? It makes literally no sense. So honestly, Cool Mini, if you want to complain about losing money, it was 100% on your head. You didn't incentivize me to buy anything from you. And honestly, it was really disappointing what you brought for us to buy. I'm not entirely sure what you were thinking. Hey, let's bring less product for our fan base. Let's bring less miniature products to the largest miniature and wargaming convention in the United States. Zero sense. It made zero sense at all. I think you shot yourself in the foot. I think you did yourself a disservice, and you definitely did a disservice to your fans. Uh, in other news, I know this is old news by now, but Crystal Brush is no longer going to be at the convention at Adepticon. It's been said that it's moving to their own convention, and honestly, I can't say that I'm sad to see it go because honestly, it's down to who can sculpt the best or who has the best friend that's a sculptor who's been headhunted by a sculptor, and that's who wins. I know people complained about it being Golden Demon, but I think it honestly levels the playing field because you can go out and buy a $25 to $30 miniature and actually enter the painting competition, and it is truly a painting competition. It's not a sculpting competition like Crystal Brush has become. So actually, I applaud the fact that it's going to be a Golden Demon, and awesome. Let's rock with it. Now, a rumor I heard, and I haven't confirmed it, is I heard Cool Mini was actually sold to Asmodee, which is interesting. I know, damn, Dallas just opened up a new company under Asmodee as well, under their parent corporation. They have a new sub company under there, and they're producing the new Marvel game, which looks awesome. Really does. Miniatures look great. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping we see some really kick-ass sculpts come from this. I think we will. Only time will tell. Now we know where the Marvel license went after it was lost by Night Miniatures. Night Miniatures, another one of those weird stories that's going on, like why what was up with the Harry Potter thing. I have my theories. Like I think they wanted to produce some miniatures, but they didn't want to make a game. But Warner Brothers was like, no, we need you to make a game or you're not going to make miniatures. So they did the bare minimum for the game and made some absolutely amazing miniatures. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it because I have not heard one person say that the game was even remotely good. Like it's a lot of people I've talked to have said it's pretty terrible bad. So I'm gonna think that they made the miniatures just to make the miniatures, and they made some lackluster game so they could produce miniatures. So, oh, sitting at 15 minutes so far. Is there anything else I can ramble about, or is this going to be a nice short podcast? Talk to, hang out, and chat. I don't know. Only time will tell. So, oh, we talked about Adepticon, talked about Reaper, complained about Cool Mini. Um, Talked about some of the products that I'm going to be testing here soon. I'm so far behind on products to test. I'm not even going to lie. I've got a back order of stuff that people have sent me, and I need to start knocking them out. Also, I got into radio control cars, and I want to start doing some painting on those and like some how to's and transfer the skills that I've learned from painting miniatures over to painting cars. See if I can come up with some real cool bodies. But yeah, I think that's it for now. So I'm going to go ahead and snarf down my food, upload this to the podcast server. Something short and sweet to talk to about what's going on. And yeah, so until next time, my dudes, I will talk to you later.